We're going to invite in a few minutes, as soon as she's set up, very famous musician who I adore, and her name is Jenn Adams. She's living in the Bitterroot Valley and runs the Rooted Music store there, which is a cornerstone of the entire community there, teaching lessons. But she has a pretty amazing career too as a singer-songwriter. She's done a lot of traveling, she's done a lot of teaching, and I've talked to many of her students who love the way she teaches, and I've seen their progress very quickly when she works with them with guitar. Incredible, yes, like Jessie, you know. So she does a lot of Americana and folk and blues and a little bit of soul, and she always takes a song either she's written or not written, and she always just really makes it her own, and I love that fact about her. She never plays something the way you would expect it to be heard, and always embellishes and makes it her own and something really special and magical. So give her a few minutes to set up, and then please welcome Jenn Adams.
Hello, Peace Festival. Are you all feeling peaceful? Good. We love, this is my favorite day of the year. I love coming up and just kind of feeling the energy, and I'm sad to say that I don't get here more than usually once a year. Occasionally on my way to the Flathead, I drive by and go, why don't I stop more often? I love this place. Thanks to Deb and Jason for doing such amazing hard work to put this whole thing together. Since I started here, I think I'm just going to keep going. Summertime, and the living is easy. The fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy is rich, your mom good looking. Won't you hush now, little baby? Don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, and you'll spread your wings, take them to the sky. But till that morn, there ain't nothing gonna harm you with your daddy and your mama. Stay. your mama standing by. Oh, ain't nothing gonna harm you. Your daddy and your mama standing by. Yeah. Thanks to the dancers. I love that. My first album came out back in 1996, and I took it to my grandparents' house. And the only comment my grandfather said was, "Well, you can't dance to it, can you?" Because he was raised on big band music. So it wasn't danceable. But I'm in a bluesy mood. Of course, I'm always in a bluesy mood. So here's some more stuff if you want to dance. Please do. Didn't he know what he was doing when he put eyes into my head? If he did not want me looking for you, would have left my eyes dead. Isn't that so? Isn't that so? You gotta go where your heart says to go. Isn't that so? Didn't he know what he was doing when he made the magic vine? His own son got that reputation, changing water to wine. Isn't that so? Isn't that so? You gotta go where your heart says to go. Isn't that so? There's a line of least resistance. Yeah, there's a line, let it lead me on. Didn't know what he was doing. He divided the high from the low. You gotta plant the seed in the dirt if you want the thing to grow. Isn't that so? Isn't that so? You gotta go where your heart says to go. You gotta go where your heart says to go. You got to go where your heart says to go. Oh, isn't that so? Something like that. Well, I think this is perfect weather for flying kites. So the kids should be very happy. And I am, for one, ready for the beginning of our next season. song about autumn. Well, more than autumn. Love lost, like all good songs are about love lost. I am standing at the window, watching autumn rain, and the seasons are leaving like outbound trains. The house is empty, it echoes in my mind. Nobody knows how to say goodbye. We were married on the 4th of July, beneath that apple tree out back. You say goodbye. I'm standing, I'm broken open wide. Nobody knows how to say but I remember waltzing at the county fair. This is not what I imagined my memories to compare. I should be leaving, but I cannot seem to move. I'm so lonesome, a little shadow on the moon. Love is a rocket, and it burns right through. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how to say goodbye. Nobody knows. Thank you so much. Can't remember how many years now I've played out here for this festival, but I love it. I love you all. This gives me such great calm. A little crazy out there in the big wide world these days, and I'm not exactly sure how to feel about it all. But when I come here, I know exactly how to feel about it all. So I thank you for that. Here's a little country western tune. A little death in the third verse, which I think is the formula for a country song. Water froze on the trees, on the trees. Water froze on the trees. September morning, he did marry me. I was just 17, 17 hours till the sea river stole my love. For white ponies on the road, black skirt, crystal, and the rain. it's stone cold, twisting in a breeze. We never stood a chance, my love said with his last glance as he disappeared beneath four white ponies. Four white ponies on the road, Blacksburg to Bristol in the rain, never ceased. But do not worry, my love, he said, we'll take the ferry boat at Glennis, if you please. Thank you. Trying to remember this song. It's a Horde accent tune. There it is. A little pressure from the dancers. I feel like I should, give you guys something you can move to. But I'm always playing these sad, depressing blues songs, so. Pick it up, pick it up. Well, I heard you had a little trouble. Thought I'd try and help you in my time. I had a little trouble too. You know, when you let it get you down, we'll get you down and walk around on you. Sweet misery. She don't want no company. She's in a crowd and she's all alone. She does not care to follow anywhere. She's most happy when she makes you moan. Well, my dog had some puppies. Would you like to have one? He will be your friend and lick your face. He won't try to cheat you, won't try to beat you, help you be a winner in the human race. Sweet misery. She don't want no company. She's in a crowd when she's all alone. She does not care. She follow you anywhere. Oh, she is most happy if she makes you moan. Well, I heard you're feeling better. I'm glad you found a little happy in my time. I had a little too. You know, if you let it get you up, we'll get you up and keep you dancing through sweet misery. She don't want no company. She's in a crowd and she's all alone. Well, she does not care. She'll follow you anywhere. She is they're gonna give me left here? Oh, I got a few minutes. Let's see. There's this old, I think it's a Bob Bauer tune. I got it off a John Denver record years ago. Well, I saw a Berkeley woman sitting in a rocking chair, dulcimer in her lap, a feather in her hair, and her breast swayed freely, the rhythm of the rocking chair. Sitting strumming and swaying, her cheeks were red, I declare. 'Twas hard to believe what my eyes showed then. Color of her cheeks was just her natural skin, and she wore no makeup to make her look that way. She was a natural mama with a red cheek. What more can I say? Well, I finally realized there was hunger in my stare, and in my mind I'm swaying the rhythm of the rocking chair. But the lady I was living with, standing right by my side, saw the stare and saw the hunger, and Lord, she began to cry. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. So with hurt in her eyes and anger in her heart, scratched me, she screamed, she cried and she clawed. Well, you don't give me near all the loving that you should, yet you're ready to go and lay with her, you know damn good. Well, I guess she's probably right, and I guess I'm probably wrong. I guess she's not too far away, hasn't been gone very long. But I guess we'd get together and try this one more time. But I know the wanderlust would come again, and we just wind up crying. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. So now you know the story, as plain as a light of day. It's hard to feel guilty for loving a lady. All I can say is a woman is the sweetest fruit God ever put on the vine, and I know more love one kind of woman than drink one kind of wine. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, all right, I got time for one more. Awesome. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary come to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. speaking words of wisdom. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer. Let it be. Though they may be parted, still a chance they may see. There will be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer. When the night is dark and cloudy, there's still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. Wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comforts me. Speak words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Thanks so much, everyone, for lending me your ears. Thanks for believing in peace. Thanks to Deb, Jason, Steve. Enjoy the rest of the day and be safe out there.
Well, thank you, Jenn Adams, for coming many years now. I think this is at least the third or fourth, maybe fifth, I don't know, but I just sit down when she starts to sing, and I'm so grateful for that today. It was probably one of the first times I sat down, and I started to weep because her music sounded so great and her voice is so beautiful. So thanks, Jenn Adams, and Rooted Music in the Bitterroot Valley. Yes, shameless plug. So I want to just say thank you to Steve Jacobs. He's come many years now to help us with the sound for the Peace Fest. And today was a very challenging day with breakers blowing and wind and rain. So thank you both for coming to make this such a great event and being so flexible. So throughout today, we have a lot of different sales going on in the store, and Robin wanted me to let you know that between 2 and 3, they're selling the peace cranes that are hanging out here by our AWAM store for $10 instead of $12. And we also are selling some prayer flags. And in a few minutes, we'll have Stephen Small Salmon come and lead us up the hill so that we can hang prayer flags together and bless the site on a Native American tradition. But first, we're going to welcome our founder and the creator of the Garden of 1,000 Buddhas. His name is Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche, and he's here to speak to you today about creating a compassionate community. Rinpoche has traveled the world and has many monasteries and nunneries, and he's head of the AWAM and Namchak Foundations, a spiritual leader, and we actually are very fortunate to have him here for the Peace Festival. It's very, very rare but auspicious that it happened during a time that he could be here. He doesn't always live here, and certainly when he travels around the world, he teaches to tens of thousands of people, and here we are just chumming it up, having tea with him, sitting together, getting teachings. So if you have not heard Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche speak in the past, I hope this gives you a wonderful opportunity to hear his words, to understand his mind and his reasons for creating this sacred site and sacred sites like this for pilgrimage places for people from all around the world to come and celebrate peace. Certainly, he encourages us, as the Dalai Lama does, to have interfaith and intercultural dialogue together, and having him here is like having a precious jewel, and I hope that you will take advantage of listening to his wisdom today. So, without further ado, oh, looks like they're flagging Jenn down first. I can actually tell you some more about Rinpoche. Many people actually ask me, one of the biggest questions that we get asked when people come to visit the garden is, why Montana? Why is this place here in the middle of Montana? And I can tell you kind of a little brief story. When he came through Montana with one of his students, and he saw this land, particularly as he was driving through, he felt that he had recognized this place. He even remarked, I know I've been here before, and it was not possible because it was his first trip to Montana. So I think that we all have that feeling of home when we feel that presence when we go to someplace, even if we've never been there before, and certainly he felt that way. And also understanding that people in the West right now are hungry for compassion and love and happiness, and having a difficult time knowing where to look for that. And Rinpoche has brought the Dharma to this area, to the West, and continues to teach it to a very small but fortunate number of us who get to be here in his presence every year. So hopefully you will be able to experience what I experience when I'm in his presence, which is usually a feeling of awe and gratitude to be able to learn from a master of this level. So I hope that you will enjoy his talk today, as we always do. Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche is a meditation master from Tibet, and he lives part of his months here and part of his months in Santa Fe, but also travels to Taiwan, Hong Kong, India, and Bhutan, and has many different sanghas around the world that come together as one. So we hope that you will enjoy his talk today. Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche, please come.
라서 ini 다들이 아니 ngaran 저 시비게 두던 페인 주니 바테게 토라 다들인데 ini 팽팽당 ene te na yin ta ngara zo gonde ene ta Sang-ngag jik ene yang nga zo chari nang he de tam je chamala ene nge ta nga zo ewang ge ji chap hyu je tam bo tuge che shu yin.
Welcome everyone to the 12th Peace Festival here. On behalf of all the AOM members, Rinpoche would like to thank you for joining this beautiful event. Thank you.
ene ta trenge de ta shya ge joja de ene ta ma devra ge sona aje de ni ge ko la res. ene song zang de tenga mixe ge ga wo shira jones.
So the topic that Rinpoche, the founder of AOM Buddha Garden, is supposed to speak about the compassion as announced by Deborah. So Rinpoche is very happy to share his thought on the compassion.
ene ta ngaran zu nin ge sa ya de ta kang dar yang ene nga zo yen ene ta ngaran zu yen la pe ban do ya ge lo ji de bas.
The one which is known as compassion is altruistic action, altruistic mind to benefit other beings. That's called compassion.
ene song zang ene nga zo chang ma ene ngaran zu ta yen la ten go yo res.
So as we know very well that we all are dependent, so we all need to rely upon others to exist.
ene ene song zang ene ngaran zu marai tang ene ke minrawa tra ge do minrawa ene ngaran zo ge dongbe ye minrawa gare yo jang 강들 되는 알아서 제발 가야 요 말레스.
It doesn't matter whether you belong to certain classes of people, certain tribes of people, whether your hair color is red, blue, red, blonde. It doesn't matter whether what language you speak. It doesn't matter. So compassion has no boundary.
나저 상마 대완동 해래 동하민동 해래 나저 상마 지과레스.
We all don't deserve for suffering. We all deserve. We all long for peace and love. So we all share the same objective.
얘네 다 나란츠 얘네 다 보고 충청이 zon데 얘네 가서 당고대 얘네 가서 가르사 얘네 얘네 아바다 아마데송키 얘네 가서라 잠세당 요래.
So, starting from our childhood, we have been raised by the love and compassion of our parents.
대나히 대네 나랑 저거 얘네 개겐당 얘네 나랑 저거 대나히 다 가르세 거고 얘네 나랑 저 조보 조모 저렇게 나랑 저거 대네 제바기 장요레스.
Likewise, we have got the compassion and love from our teachers, mentors, and our friends.
알아서 대네 성장 얘네 대 탐체라 얘네 가서 가든체 얘네 쇼 고그레스.
So therefore we need to be grateful to all of those people, those persons who have offered their compassion, love to us.
대나히 다다 나랑서 얘네 다 강여바 탐체 다 나랑서 그 혼체게다 나랑서 얘네 머럽 뭐마데서게 나서 가진 게 낭야브레스.
So whatever we have right now, it's the gratitude, the kindness of our ancestors, our forefathers, who have struggled and who have bear the hardship of all these things, and that's what the result that we are enjoying right now.
근데 성장 얘네 나랑서 심지어 탐체라 얘네 투제치 쉬어인스.
Therefore, we need to be thankful to all the sentient beings.
라서 에네 대나히 다 나란 속에 마음 바테서라 에네 나란 속에 콘 속에 에네 다 대치 용야 에네 마음 빨라 지보 용야 마음 빨라 대바 용야데 다다 나솔 랭겐 요레스.
So, likewise, so therefore, so to bring the peace and prosperity and well-being of all sentient beings, we have this responsibility. We have this responsibility to create happiness, peace, prosperity in the future. So that's our responsibility. Who are here at present right now.
대대 대는 아람족의 애네 잠바당 세와 인제 생연데서 애네 나초 애네 인제 메니 출록제던 거야 요 말레스.
So therefore, this the topic, which is the topics like love, compassion, and all this altruism, they don't have to be related to any specific religion. It has no boundary. Anyone can implement that and practice that. It doesn't matter whatever you do, what you do, whether you are a student in a school, or the teacher, or you're a doctor, or whatever work job you do. We need this compassion, love, all these qualities. So, like we humans, we get love and compassion from our parents and then our relatives. Likewise, every sentient beings, all the animals, they get the love and compassion for their respective parents and their friends. Like we are very happy to receive this love and compassion from our parents. Likewise, every sentient beings, everyone loves and everyone's happy to receive this quality of compassion and love. So it's worth to act ourselves in a compassionate way and compassionate and love all the beings, and that's worthy to do that for all of us, and that's very important, and we must do it. So likewise, if something bad happens to me, if I get hurt, if we get hurt, and we are not happy. Likewise, if someone gets hurt or something bad happens to other people, they don't like it. So likewise, we need to abstain from all these negative actions as much as we can, and then so we have to practice this non-violence and love and compassion. That's very important. So if someone is very kind-hearted and has this compassion, love, and it not only benefit himself, the person can benefit other people surrounding them. So it's very kind of helpful for their personal health and the well-being of society. So that's a very important thing.
알았어. 다 대나긴 에네 나란츠 에네 대타버그 잠바단 세와 요나 에네 랑게다 에네 초대라야 팽거 요래 데네 랑게 너무 이나 찍고 용거래 종바 침세에는 찍고 용거래 소소 게르긴거에는 찍고 용거래 데네 가서 상마 대만 덩큰 인상 데네 네 에네 나란츠가 데네 다 다운들래야 개체머리도 와서.
So likewise, it's very helpful to one's own health, one's own well-being, and your family, your society. So everyone can feel the energy of love and compassion. So everyone who is deserving peace, not suffering, their wishes can be fulfilled with this act of compassion and love. So it's very helpful to one's own personality and all the other beings.
알았어. 다 대나긴 되는 가란서 그 추로 서인에 제발면도 되는 많지야 그 되는 가서 럽자야 애네 잠바당 세와 생인데 잠바당 hinge 생인데 투문도 되네 여대바자래도
So
되는 추로 담지 서양 양대랑 가봐 가야 요 말했어.
So every religion, each and every spiritual tradition in the world speaks about love and compassion. So the message of love and compassion is spread by all the spiritual traditions of the world. So there's no boundary. So everyone talks about love and need of this love and compassion.
라서 얘는 직단 빠진이나 나도 미상보지 제고 요래스 젠더 요러 nga mi dokpoji chego sambate soren yoji mares me zangboji chegona semba zangboji gogo yores semba zangboji yona eni mitela yenge yang dene ngaran zogo yichi chegre goyogor chegre me zangbo chagre eni yenda kan yoja samba ngeba eni ta shamba ta hingi mejo dene china dene di karese gorgo.
So even if you are not practicing any spiritual things, if you are living a day-to-day worldly life, the love and compassion is very important because everyone wants to become a good person, a good man. So in order to be a good person, you have to have these qualities like kind heart, love and compassion. If you have these, then you can benefit other people, and then everyone can like you. So that's why these. If you are not having these good qualities, love, compassion, and kind-hearted, nobody would like us. So that's why this love and compassion is very important.
어야 되네 대다고 파쇼 당하나서 미드 파쇼로와 된로 심견다고 지나요 나저 잠바당 얘네 제 hinge 제와로 저 파제바이나 되네 나라서 그 철을 남상 가서 대양 얘네 가보지 얘네 가서 빼도 just 얘네 철을 제와지 되는 제거도 와서.
Of course, if you give your love and compassion to other human beings, other people, they like it and they repay your kindness. But even to the animals, if you try to love them and be kind to them, they definitely try to be nice to you.
되네 도제 되네 가란 속에 직 가란서 얘네 다직 안에 줘봐 줘보 얘네 다 가란 속에 배 깨자 나고 되네 샘바 두가지오나 매양 가금이도 드로야 가금이도 되네 타마 침세 나무대서야 가금 말해.
On the other hand, if you are so cruel, rude, and if you are being bad to other individuals, and it's not good for you, they don't like you, and then it's a problem for everyone. So your family, your society, it's not even the animals, even the other beings don't like you.
Voilà so, ta tende chi songza, nga tsu kya la je ge nang ni, tsa chi shu je yo na, nga rang tsu wu mi ki, yon den ge nang la, ta yon den ge da mang po yo rwa. Di ge nang ni, pe che shu, tsa che shu, ene nga rang tsu go pe de che se re, ene, ne gab lo pen tong he, tar to lo pen tong he, yak shu de, tene ta nga rang tsu go ene, tene jam ning ge, ene re, sam go dos.
So among the qualities, among the many qualities of human being, we with the beings are, if we say the most important and most precious wealth that we have, that's love and compassion, which so that needs to be considered most precious, because it would bring immeasurable benefit to the in ultimate and temporarily.
So, ene tene pe cha ya na, tene nga ran zo ge, nga zu xian yon seng yen de la, tene na cho ba ji yong do ga, xian yon lak zer de so la nga zu yon de na zo ba chi. Samba zang bu ji yon na, de so tam ji, nga zu jik den la pen ba zhu gu re. Jik den la tene ni gab tang, tene nga ran zo ge, go ba ji zhu gu re. Ta de ya bu ji me ba yin na, ta yang de tam ji ma, ene nga zu xirep de so, 신체 로라 거리 야방이나 배저 땅방이나 되네야 직대라 애니 네갑다 타도로 메대바 애니 두비야 그 jor로야 땅 라니야 되네 가란서 갈래 애니 직마 애니 도매 개장을 누려야 되네 직 망보지 애니 통되거도.
So if this so we have different kinds of education systems, different kinds of methods, skills, different kinds of fields of knowledge and all these things in the world. So all this knowledge is called, all these kinds of education system, if it is influenced by this principle of love and compassion, then everything becomes very beneficial to, and everything becomes successful. It will benefit all the sentient beings, not only yourself, your society, all the sentient beings. On the other hand, if these education systems, all these skillful methods, all these developments and all these advancements are not embraced by the compassion and love, then it will be used in a negative way, and then instead of bringing benefit to the world, instead of bringing benefit to the sentient beings, it would create a havoc and conflict and all these miseries, disaster for the humankind. So it's really the love and compassion really matters in the education system, and then whatever method or whatever practice we do.
라서 ene ta ngara도 nangwa sanjik ba chi ngol che ya na ta ngarang so ngol che ba yana ene ta nang bu chu tam je je za wa ene jam da ning je re jang chu ji sem de yes.
So, and from the Buddhist perspective, the root of all the Buddha's teachings, the Dharma, is the love and compassion. So that's the basic principle of all these Buddhist teachings.
Oh, then I yin, ene tata ngaran zoge, ene ta ene jatsap chambang gombo gejang, tene jene song yobres, derewa, ene ngenro le jang, tene ngenro le dongbar jeba, thore lam thobar jeba, tarto gahe meban remer jebe, jangchop jisem de la cha chalos. Then I yin, ene shiwa la ge yang, kang la sem zangboda jangchop jisem yoba, de la cha chalos.
This Lord Maitreya, the future Buddha in Buddhism, he has mentioned that the act of in Buddhism it's called bodhicitta, so the altruistic mind, the compassionate, the love and compassion. Whoever has this principle, this in their mind, it will definitely reverse them from the entering the lower realms, and it will lead them to the higher realms, the better realms, and then it will ultimately it will lead them to the state of undying and the immortal. So also likewise, the famous scholar, Indian scholar Shantideva, he says, I pay homage, I prostrate to whoever has the quality of enlightened mind, which is union of compassion and love.
That's all. In it, the religious songs are, Master Namba Sanjibe, the Neta, Jamni, the Janju, the same de la Karela Buyorisena, Da, and Sanji, the Netanga, Pena, and Mayomdra, which is Sagoyon, Sanji General, Pena Sanji Jokari in Sena, and then Master Janju, the same as Yago. Janju, the same the Jote Kare, Sena.
So in Buddhism we have we call this the act of compassion and love as bodhicitta. So it is said to be the cause of enlightenment, or the Buddhas. It is said to be the mother of all the Buddhas, because upon realizing this principle, then all the Buddhas are born. That's why. So when we say what's the cause for enlightenment or Buddhahood, is the bodhicitta, the bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment. Then what's the cause of the mind of enlightenment? It is this compassionate act, the act of love and compassion. So that's the cause for the enlightened mind.
Hola, so ta Changchup just Samsung and Della, Tenetanga, Ninja Tedang, Eneta, Chutam Jeji Rangjin, any Demba, awesome the top hit up me. Ta, Dinin de, Enetanga around so any tap the hit up me. Ta, Kanda Tene, only the Ninja Segure.
So the thing which is called the enlightened mind has two combinations. So one is the love and compassion, the quality of love and compassion, and the one is the wisdom of realizing the ultimate nature of all the phenomena. So the combining these two, the one which is called method and one which is called the wisdom, the combination of wisdom makes the principle called enlightened mind.
That's all. That do some just Sanji Tamji, Kani Jumbaresena. Tele Jumare, there then Tata Denatang around Sanji Tongi Yella, Yom Chemo, Sang-ngag, or that day on Kare Songo Yoresena, Tony Ninja Son Yoke. Any, they get that chag jignana, any portage door, that the shirp, that Chutam Jajarangi, Demba, any Chictella, Tang around Pemachio, that the Ninja Chemo, Benatang around Ninja. Ene Jumachip Ninja Chamo. Ta Tene Tapers Tony Ninja de Ta Sanji Tonga Ama Yinza, Tangaranzo Yom Chemo Sagayore, Tene Santa, Teren Sanji Geta, Tinka Yom Chemicatina, Neja, Tony the Ninja, any Tatangaranzo, any Gajaji, that Tren Chenabala, Tene Shizichoma, when Mr. Gabo John to the chest.
So the combination of compassion and which is called emptiness, the great wisdom. So this is called the great mother of the all Buddhas. So all the realized awakened masters, all the enlightened beings, all the Buddhas are born upon realizing this principle. So that's why today we have the central figure in the middle of the 1,000 Buddhas. So that central figure is called the Great Mother, and then she holds the text, and then she holds the lotuses. She holds the lotus. So what symbolizes this text? The text symbolizes the wisdom, and the lotus symbolizes the unceasing compassion. So union of unceasing compassion, and then the nature of all the ultimate nature of all the phenomena that's symbolized by the text. So upon realizing this principle, all these 1,000 Buddhas are born. So that's why Rinpoche feels very fortunate to talk about love and compassion, which is the cause for all the enlightened beings. So that's why he thanks everyone for giving opportunity to talk about love and compassion in this garden of the 1,000 Buddhas.
That's all. Thank you.
Well, that was awesome. Now everybody can see why we love Rinpoche so much. 10 years ago was the first time I came to sing for the Peace Festival. It was 2006, and I don't think I actually got to meet Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche that day, but then I came in 2007 and I was able to meet him. And I've been his student ever since. I'm very fortunate to be in his presence. So thank you, Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche. So we have a very special guest who we're very fortunate to have basically almost every year, I think, since we started the festival 12 years ago. Most of you do already know Stephen Small Salmon, but for those of you who don't, I want to just let you know that basically when Rinpoche first bought this land, or the land was purchased, he asked Stephen Small Salmon and some of the elders to come and bless the land, and they did a blessing together. And then he also blessed the Namchak Retreat Foundation, the Namchak Retreat land as well, several years later. And today we've asked him to come again and lead us in a blessing and ceremony. And I don't know if you know this, but he's full Pandure, and he's a medicine man and has medicine people on both sides of his family going generations back. And he's one of the few tribal members remaining that speak the Salish language. And he also started the Nkusum school here in Arli, which helps to teach children the language and preserve the culture. There's so few people speaking the language at this point, and he's teaching not only that, but food gathering and herb studies and traditional songs and dances and drumming. And he sometimes showcases his students here at the festivals. And we really want to offer him gratitude and thanks for coming every year and making our festival so special and sharing himself and his spirituality, his wisdom, and his methods of medicine and healing through laughter, because he always makes us laugh and makes us feel good. So please welcome, an warm welcome from the Garden of 1,000 Buddhas to Stephen Small Salmon.
Thank you. Well, here I am again, once a year. I can't see you guys. But anyway, I come here about every year and do things. You know, I'm a full-blood Pandure. There's only a handful left of us, and I work at Nkusum. And Nkusum is just a few miles down the road here. It was a bowling alley that we took over. And anyway, our language has really fallen down, not just our tribe, but many tribes. And it started about 40, 50 years. And I was really fortunate that I still got my language. I went to a lot of boarding schools, and the thing is, I just kept on going, you know. And my language is really important. It makes me stronger. It makes me more healthier, I guess, you know. And the things is, you know, I've been raised by the old people. What I call the old people, you know, we didn't have no electricity or things like that. You know, today, I don't know if it's good, maybe it's not, you know. I come from Ronan, it just takes me only about 35 minutes to get here. And I remember my uncle, Pete Beaverhead, used to say, it would take me a couple days to get here, you know, in a wagon and things like that. Now we just got everything, you know, maybe too much, you know. And we got cell phones, we got everything, you know. We're going so fast. It's just so fast, you know. And they always say Montana is 20 years behind time. You know, you go to California and everything's different, you know. Maybe, you know, maybe we should go up back in the mountains, you know. Move back up there and live with the lands. Because some of these days we're run out of water, the animals are suffering today. And I remember the elders used to tell me, that's going to happen, you know. And I guess it is, it's happening already. And I remember my uncle used to say a long time ago, years ago, about 50 years ago, he would say, there's too many people in this world, you know. We don't keep this lands clean. And that's the way it is, I guess, you know. And I guess we're just pitiful, you know. You know. I'm talking about myself, you know. I'm not talking about you guys, you know. I'm not here to make you guys sad, you know. I'm the kind of person that likes to make people laugh, you know. And that's the way I've been brought up, is to be happy, you know. Happiness is laughter, you know. Today, everybody just grumpy. I am grumpy. And the thing is, you know, I've been in the movies, I've been in commercials, but I didn't get in there until I got older, you know. And the thing is, it's really important. It was important till Kusum opened up to teach our language. So anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit in Indian, you know. Sip, sukes kaskeli. Tamashe sukes skut. Su achlau kes stem kes skutlam. Kes chawi sukhlasya. Tamashe sukes skut. Sukhal kes tuli, kwasya sukes tuli. Khasti kes kwat. Tama jen skui squext. Shechen chow, just chow, shechen squishy. Tmit skadi, just a wewishi. Tamachin skadi, tachikas suta, tamchin skadi. Tachikas kwahal me, to skadi, chicks a wewishi. Take with school to koya, to kesia. Shechen chow, achlau just chow, tamachu to pochek with suit, achla, check Chowie. Did you guys understand me? That's why I'm talking Indian, because I'm talking all bad about you people. No, just teasing you. I said the elders kind of raised me, you know, to pray all the time. They were medicine people. We don't have that anymore, you know. They call them the Blue Jay people here. We lost it all, just like our language. One day, my elders used to say, we're all going to be gone, you know, as elders. You know, I was a young boy then. I said, you guys will never leave. One day I woke up, they're all gone, you know. When I used to drink and all that, you know, I used to go see my elders, and I'd say, I need help me out. Then one day he told me, he said, some of these days we're going to be gone. you won't have anybody else. And you're going to be an elder. We're going to show you the roads. And they showed me the roads and things like that, you know. Today, you know, I get lonely because my elders are gone. And my medicine people are gone. The Blue Jay people are gone. But they're still up there in those mountains, you know. They're still up there, you know. And the trees and the waters. They were our medicine, you know, to me. They're medicine to us. And here we are, clear cutting that and look at all these trees, you know. That's how we breathe, you know. We breathe from those trees and give us hope, you know. Today, if we cut them all down, we won't have anything, you know, anymore. We won't be able to breathe, you know. So anyway, today, you know, I come down here, I talked all the way from Ronan, Montana, and I got here in Indian, you know. I practice all the time because I'm at Kusum, and I talk to them 3 hours, 4 hours a day, just in Indian, so they could speak, you know, because we're losing that, you know. And I remember Rinpoche, is it Rinpoche or Rinpoche? That when I first met him, you know, and he told me, your medicine, your land, your breathing, everything is the same as your tribe. I believe him, you know, I believe him. Because, you know, today, we got to all be friends today, you know. We can't say, well, no, we're not friends, you know. I wear braids, I wear earrings, I look like an Indian, and I'm not afraid to talk Indian. I talk Indian, you know, everywhere. Even when I'm in a restaurant, I pray in Indian, you know, loud. They don't like it. You know, my elders used to say, if you don't pray, you're going to choke. So I eat a lot of Spam, you know, so I won't choke. So I hope you guys like Spam, you know. And I know, you know, there's things I don't like to eat. And the things is, you know, to be happy. Be happy. Gee, be happy, you know. Not sad, you know. And that's why the powwow, that celebration, we have one here in Arlee. They say, how come you Indians always dance around and around and around and around, you know? Because people go over there and the elders bless that. When you go inside, they got that drum going, you know? That's our heartbeat, you know? That heartbeat, when you're dancing, then you forget about everything. Your bills, your old boyfriends, your old girlfriends, and divorces and everything, you know? Be happy, because you're only here for a while, you know. I don't know where you guys are gonna go. I hope not. So. Anyway, I brought my drum, say here, and you know, little kids, his heart is like this. As old people are like this. Hey, you old people, quit laughing around. It is, you know. When kids are out there playing, you ever feel their hearts when they're playing, and they come back in, their hearts are like that? Oh, I just, you know. To me, you know, I've learned a lot, you know. In my life, you know. I was an alcoholic, you know. And the thing is, you know, one day I just woke up and I said, my uncle used to say, his name was Pete Beaverhead, he would say, you would be a good man if you quit drinking, you know. Sure, I heard that many times. And one day I said, well, I'm going to quit, you know. So I quit, you know, 55 years, you know. I am 77 years old. Yeah, I didn't think I'd live that long, you know. Yeah, you know, I thought my time was up when I was 50, you know. Yeah. And there was a guy come over here a little while ago and he said, "Oh, you look good." Yeah, I put a lot of makeup on this morning, you know. You should see me when I take up my makeup. Well, I'm all wrinkled up, you know. But anyway, eat a lot of spam and by gosh, you'll be good looking all the time. I don't know if you guys like spam, you know. And that's the thing I talk about my foods, you know, and things like that, you know. Only thing I don't like, you know, in my world is garlic. See, like every time I go see a dentist, this dentist eats a lot of garlic. And he breathes it right in my face. Oh. Well, I know I'm talking too much. But anyway, we're going to go up on that hill. And a few years back, I went up there and I blessed that, you know. And this morning I was coming, you know, and I said a prayer that it wouldn't rain while I was here, you know. Last time I said a prayer out to that statue out there, you know, it thundered and everything, you know. And I don't know if it was me, but it sure made me feel good, you know. I had man out like that and boom, you know. Wow, you know. And things like that, you know, it's a miracle, you know. I always believe in miracles, you know. So I'm going to sing you guys a song, and how much time I got left? Oh, I got still a lot of time. And who's going to go up on the hill with me? Oh, we're all going to go up? You elders could wait down here. I'm just teasing you. I like to pick on somebody all the time, you know. You know, today, I'm an elder, you know. I belong to the Elder Society. And I know how it feels, you know, when you get elder, you know. You know, when I was small, I'll tell you one more. When I was small, when I was younger, I used to watch my elders. They were all respected, you know. And I used to say, some of these days I hope I'm an elder, you know, so they could respect me, you know. Hell no, they don't respect me. They just push me out of the way and say, hey, this is the 200s, you know. But the thing is, you should respect your elders. You should respect your mom and dad. You should respect everybody, you know, even yourself, you know. I look in the mirror every morning. Boy, I just comb my hair and I say, gee, you're a good-looking guy. That's the only one I could say that to, you know. My wife says, no ways, you know. Okay, I'll sing you a song. Thank you. You know that song, when I'm sad, I usually sing that song, you know. And I usually, when I'm having a tough time, I usually go to the rivers, I go to the mountains, and say my prayers, you know. I am going to tell you one more, I'm going to tell you a joke. And this is not a dirty joke, you know, because we got kids here. Anyway, one time I was going across Mission Dam. I don't know if you guys know where Mission Dam was, and I was going across there. And this one guy was sitting by me. He said, I'm going to tell you a story. Oh, yeah. He said, listen to the story. He said, right behind Mission Dam, way up in the mountains, there's a house up there. He said, there's an old house there. So I went up there. I said, I guess he was looking for gold or something. When he got up there, you know, they were looking around. They don't know what happened to him. And they found this notebook. This notebook, they looked at it, and that had some words in it. And that said, this guy come down one day, this trail. When he come down, there was a grizzly bear right on the road, on this trail, and they chased him up there, up the tree. So he was up on the tree, and this grizzly bear was trying to knock this guy off, you know. You know how tough they are. Then he said, finally this grizzly bear went away. Then pretty soon he got off down the trail, and he started going back across this trail again. Then when he was going down there, pretty soon he brought his cousin, I guess. There was 2 grizzly bears. They were going to take 2 grizzly bears to knock that tree down, to knock them off there. Pretty soon they both started pushing. Pretty soon they left. And he got back down, and he went back down. Then pretty soon he saw there's 2 grizzly bears coming with a beaver. Did you catch that joke? You didn't. Why is the beaver, you know? Because the beaver was going to knock that tree down. He was going to chew all that, then he was going to knock it down. Did you get it? She still didn't get it. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go up on the hill before it rains, so who's all going to go? Okay, where's
And the mountains in the back.
Yeah, we're going to go walk up in the mountains, so we're going to go bless that. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, we have prayer flags for sale right out here, and I think they're a very good price. They've discounted them today. So if you see where Trish is standing over by the Awam store, if you want to hang your own prayer flag, you may purchase a flag and then head on up. If you just want to be part of the ceremony, you want to see the blessings and enjoy it, please head on up and follow them. This should be very fun and interesting. We never take everybody on a field trip in the middle of the Peace Fest. So here we go, up the hill.
are what we have. These are what we have.
Enough? So you go there, yeah. Okay. One more gentleman here. Okay. So that side, yeah, there. Good job.
So should I just tie it along here somewhere?
No, I'm gonna just gather this all up and hand the other end to him. Yeah.
Do you have flags? We have to join ours, so they
I
can be
don't
very
know what
long.
he wants. This is one string.
Oh, okay. He wanted
I
to
don't know.
join. Should we join?
Are we ready to start? Okay. I guess Linda ain't coming up with. Where's Rinpoche?
He got away.
Huh? Where's Rinpoche?
In the middle.
He's right in the middle. He's going to catch that guy. Rinpoche!
Is that a real pedal?
Some Chinese showed up, you know. They can't even talk, and for 2 hours we kept going. I said, you understand each other? With a smile, you know. You know, when somebody doesn't understand me, you know, with that smile you could tell, you know. And I bet you they were wishing we could get out of here, you know. And I was wishing they would get out of there. Finally, they left the school. You know. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna hold my.
Oh.
Look at that face. Sweet face.
Okay, we're gonna. Oh, there's your interpreter.
Yeah.
This is the interpreter?
Yeah, me.
Okay. Could you take this out?
Take it off.
Yeah, take this whole thing. Yeah. Oh, you understand already. When I first met you, you didn't understand. I don't know if this is.
No. Okay, more.
Yeah, this matches are made in Taiwan.
Oh.
They go up easy, see? Oh. No, oh.
Bus. No, no. This.
Okay, could we make a kind of a big circle around this way?
Whoa.
Yeah, look up here. Kijk, zoals precies het was, zoals de sia, zoek je studie. Dan mag je zeggen, ook het sia, het was, zoek op je. Zeg, zoek je school, zoek je. Dat is een ort. Zoek stem, zoek op je. Dan mag je zeggen, zoek je school, het was. Zoek je sia. We hey day do we hey day do. Oh oh oh.
가지고 so shoot.
Lift yourself. Today, zoekt op je kusatsel het kwast. Zoek les ja. Zoek het shake. Schastig het kwast zo. Zoek het Rinpoche, zoek het Linda Pitsker, zoek het kus ja. Tomach wat shake het zo ja het kwast. Kijk zijn pietje. Zoekt op je. Zoek je spoes, schastig zoek je spoes. Tomach wat shake elke zie zoekt op je elke zie ah. Hey, grandfather. That's why we're up here on this hill. Because about 13 years ago, 13 years ago, I come and blessed this place to have a good place here. This whole place here. And look what it come up to, you know. It's not me. It's the Creator, you know. It's these people, you know. These people. And today, I hope it keeps going, you know. And it gets bigger all the time. It gets to be happiness, you know. Bring the happiness in here all the time. Be happy, you know. Be smiling. Do your prayers. Do your prayers. Every day I get up when I come down this road, you know. I'm driving Highway 93, you know. And I have to pray, you know. I have to pray, you know. It's not me, it's them, you know. And there's a lot of times, you know. I didn't think I was going to make it down here. So today, like I say, I'm honored. And I'm honored this guy is my buddy. You're my buddy?
Yeah.
See, he doesn't understand me. And I don't understand him. We've been buddies for a long time, you know. I hope many years, you know. And that's the way we are, you know. And I thank you for coming up here. You notice I was puffing when I was coming up here. So anyway, that's our prayers for today, and I thank you for coming and supporting this whole valley, you know. So some of these days, I hope another 13 years we'll be here and blessed it, you know. We'll have a good life. You want to say something? Does he want to say something?
Yeah, we want to do prayer again.
Okay.
Prayer for the prayer.
Okay.
You also play together. Drum, your drum. 거의 탔어.
Huh? Yeah, I'm finished. You want to use?
No, we have another one. So you
No, I want to use this one.
Yeah.
걔는 동네야. 어야, 저기 뭐지 많아. 뭐지 많아. 걔는 동시. 야나 얘도 양 걔는.
Omina. Dar omo kutunda ki.
그러면 한번 동시에.
Ram yam kam oma a. Lama
So everyone hold your rice like this, and then so you do 3 times with the so like this, and after three times you throw together.
Thank you.
My friend.
Lasso. Ini ngomong ngaso 당보 ini 사자 때 ini ngaso 진라 tulis 다르데 다 풀로 들어봐래. 얘도 때는 다른 거 요래. 얘도 ini 거랑 다 사대게 ini 다고래 왔다 사대게 열라 때는 열라 얘기 다고서 다 뭐니게 드라이버 용해 로지 용해 콩나파 손자 and 콩 미세긴 같은 데에 주지 사서 때
So Rinpoche, when Rinpoche found this place for the first time and he bought this land, he put the prayer flag in the middle of that area, and then so there were 5 prayer flags hosted. So he put 1 prayer flag because he's related to these local spirits and all these deities. So yeah, that's why he did the blessings together.
드네 양 공거 드네 다데 마자데 마고 아세도 이나 양 드네 예마 코트 사자데 가서 밀레 야려 왔더니 코트 촌도서 마데네 드네 마고 차도 드네 가서 양데 달로 다 데레야 아니 야 드네 다 템보지 찌는 드나 야 쪽다 드네 콩양제 아니 다 드나 페제 다 드네 롱바 되게 찌 아니 열가 사 집다 또 던지 참 앞에 미세바다 또 종여 가게 아니 드네 레바요스.
So he told that not take off that prayer flag hoisted there, but then so we landed this land to someone to mow the lawn. So then and then so they took off the prayer flag, but now we, according to his wish, we put permanently here. So then all the local spirits here are very happy.
Yeah, thank you. That's all.
That's all. That's all he knows. He just knows that. That's all.
Maybe we take picture all together with the prayer flag.
Okay, line up. You can leave. We're going to take a picture. Line up.
Yeah, here, come here.
Geez, it's good to be in Boston. Cheese!
What's Ponderay for cheese?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Stephen Small Salmon. Thank you, Stephen Small Salmon, for coming again to the festival this year. Always making it special. We're going to move ahead with the program. We have our special guest, Lama Tsomo, here today. She's a longtime practitioner and student of Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche. And she's a Lama here with AWAM and the Namchak Foundation. And she has written a new book and is here to talk to you a little bit about the techniques in the book that she has been now writing about, which the book is called, Why is the Dalai Lama Always Smiling? And we do have copies of the book here for sale, and she'll do a book signing inside the store right after the talk. So without further ado, please welcome Lama Tsomo, and hopefully you'll enjoy this talk. I'm sure you will.
I wouldn't hide behind the curtain. So everybody, you've been so brave to come out here and brave the weather. We've had rain, we've had wind, we've had everything except sun today, but it's Montana. We do extremes of weather well. So I've always loved science, and I've also obviously loved meditation. And I'd like you guys to join me in doing a little experiment. How would you like to be your own scientist right now? Yeah, all right. So the first thing is to just tune into how am I feeling right now, and get specific. So as you're tuning in, you may be feeling cold, but you know, your emotional state. Am I kind of happy? Am I just kind of bored? Am I a little distracted? Just notice. And just a few words might come to mind, a little key word here and there. All right, so now I'm going to teach you a simple Tibetan practice that's very popular for a reason, but I'll let you explore that. So you're going to use your breathing. I hope you brought your breathing today. And visualization. Now, a lot of times we sort of have conversations going with somebody in our mind. We imagine somebody in front of us and we have an exchange with them, right? Well, we're going to take that tendency and use it a little bit differently. So I want you to start with imagining somebody you really love and care about. Imagine them in front of you. And now, I hope you've picked somebody. I hope it didn't take you too long to think of somebody. If it did, and you just can't think of anybody you like, think of your favorite animal, your favorite pet. One lady, she said to me, I just don't really like anybody. And I said, do you have a cat? She said, yes. I said, well, think of your cat. So whoever it is, think of them in front of you. And now imagine them suffering. Maybe there's some suffering that you also have, and you can really relate to that. So it might be sickness, it might be sadness, something that's happened to them that's really painful. And this is somebody you really care about, so you want to take that sadness away, or that sickness. Perhaps they've been misunderstood. There are many themes we could go with here. I think all of us have experienced health problems at some time or another, so maybe we can just pick that together. So imagine that someone who you really care about suffering from that. And you want to take it away from them, and you want to replace it with good health and happiness, really glowing health and full happiness, like 100%. And not just temporarily, but always. So, what we're going to do is use our breath to take that suffering away. And we're going to use our breath to give back happiness to them. So to help with this, we're going to use kind of our imagination a little bit more, and we'll use a visual of like dark, dense. You can also use just like the texture, the feeling of like heavy, dense clouds of suffering. And you're going to be a little bit brave, and you're going to breathe that into yourself to take it away from them. And then on your out breath, you're going to bring out to them these light, bright clouds of happiness. And that soaks into them. You see that soaking into them, and you see their face beginning to change from, suffering and contracted to open, smiling, and happy. So we'll just do that a little bit all together right now, and I'll lead you through it. So again, imagine that person in front of you. They're suffering from whatever it was that you decided to pick as a theme. And you see them with their face pained. You want to take that away from them because you love them. And so you breathe in their suffering right into your heart. Dark, dense clouds of suffering. You want to take it away from them, and so you breathe it in. And you breathe out the bright, light clouds of happiness that soak into them. Maybe 3 breaths like that. See it soaking into them and their face changing to a smile. Circle more, not just to one person. So you might think of other people who you care about. Maybe they've suffered something similar, and you breathe in their suffering. You don't want them to suffer either. So you breathe that in. And you breathe out the light, bright clouds into them. You see that soaking into them. Now we'll just take a moment to imagine that many, many people all over the world are experiencing something similar. And we don't want them to suffer either. So this feeling of compassion is growing stronger and stronger. And so we breathe in that suffering from all kinds of people all over the world who are suffering something similar. So we breathe in those dark clouds, and we breathe out the light clouds, and see it soaking into all of them. See their faces changing, brightening up, and smiling. So that's essentially the practice of Tonglen, sending and receiving. It's a compassion practice. So I'd like you just to take a moment and tune in again to notice how you're feeling right now. Maybe a few specific words that would describe it. So since we're not in a room where we can sort of talk easily together, I'd like you just to turn to somebody next to you and tell them what difference you might have noticed from the words you would have used to describe your feelings before you did this practice and the words you're using now for how you feel after the practice. So just take a minute and share with each other, just one person next to you or nearby. So everybody, if you can direct your attention back here. Again, this is a compassion practice. It's called Donglin, and it's a basic practice that I do teach in the book. And I want to just share with you some of the benefits, how this benefits. You can probably sense that it benefited you to do it. And I'm thinking of His Holiness. One thing he loves to say is, and he said it in many ways at various times, if you want to be miserable, work for your own happiness. If you want to be happy, work for the happiness of others. So that kind of turns our usual assumptions on its head, doesn't it? And yet, we've tried working for our own happiness, and how well has that worked for us? So I found that there are a lot of teachings in Buddhism that do kind of take our normal way of doing things and turn it on its head. And I found I've become happier and happier. And so then I wanted to share some of these techniques with fellow Westerners. And for a long time, for years, I taught a weekly class in Missoula. And the book that I wrote that Deb was just talking about grew out of my teaching that class. So I wanted some kind of book that people could take home and read and just kind of remind themselves of things with and so on. So I thought, well, I'll just write a little bit of a guidebook. Actually, before that, I was looking for a book that I felt really filled the bill and, just was introducing to Westerners in the way that I wanted, and I wasn't finding it. So I thought, oh, well, I'll just write a little one. Well, I started, and it grew and grew and grew. And now it's going to be 3 books. So this is the first one that's in the store. And that's really the introductory one. But I take people through all of the foundational practices that we do in Tibetan Buddhism, and particularly in our lineage, the Namchak lineage. Tulku Sang-ngag Rinpoche is the world head of the Namchak lineage, and I was so lucky to be able to get a lot of teaching from him. And as I said, the more I did these practices, the better I felt, and the more I was able to handle life's challenges. But it's also something beyond that. What I found when I've been going around teaching and talking with people is that everybody wants to be a better, happier person, and that's what I want too. And everybody wants to lead a meaningful life. And when I ask them, well, what do you mean by a meaningful life? They have specifics, but all of the specifics seem to boil down to benefiting other people, benefiting others. Sometimes it's benefiting wild animals. Whatever it is, it's bringing benefit. So bringing our particular talents, character, and proclivities to the benefit of others. So I think that actually somewhere inside of ourselves, we know that the Dalai Lama was right in that little quote that I gave you. But I think we need some techniques to help us so that we can train our minds to be less concerned with ourselves and more able to be altruistic and able to be skillful and effective in bringing the help that we'd like to bring. So this technique that I just gave you a little introduction to is in the book, and there are 2 other ones, and they all kind of work together to support each other. And then you can spend even just a few minutes a day doing those. And it turns out in scientific studies on the brain, they found that some of the parts of the brain that have to do with being more resourced and able to be more focused, more compassionate, all of these things got stronger and even measurably larger in some cases. And the pathways between them grew so that they could work together. So all of these things are going on inside of us and we don't know. And I did these practices before a lot of these studies were done, and I just knew I felt better right while I did the practices, afterwards, and then as I did them on a daily basis, I developed habits of mind that were better than they used to be. So I was finding myself to be a better, happier person. So that's why I wanted to share the techniques in these books. So if you've been curious about how to get started with a daily practice, this book is designed to help you with that, but I didn't ever mean for it to be the one and only thing that you do. There's a whole context, and we human beings are herd animals, let's face it. And so practicing together and mulling these things over together, just as you did for just a minute, that's an important piece of it. The Buddha knew this thousands of years ago. We know it today. And so at the Namchak Foundation, we have started something called learning circles. But you could also just choose a meditation buddy and either do our e-course together or read the book together in in bite-sized pieces. My sister was not getting it read, and she really did want to start meditating. And I said, keep it in the bathroom. And she did. And she read the book. So whatever works. It is good to take it in bite-sized pieces. But share it with people. And I think we all want to get together with people and talk about something more substantial than we often do. We come up a little bit empty. So if this also serves as a way for you to really chew on something meaningful together, and it brings meaningful conversation, and you talk about your lives and, well, how does this fit with what I'm experiencing, and so on. Wonderful. So I hope that you can use at least this technique, although it's obviously taught more fully in the book and the online course. And I hope that you experience peace and compassion and a meaningful life. Thank you.
Everyone who's still here, it's wonderful. Thank you, Lama Tsomo, for those wonderful instruction and words. I'm filling in for just one moment for our wonderful Deborah. She asked me to let you all know that Lama Tsomo will be signing her book. She'll be here on hand, I believe in the bookstore. Yep. So if you'd like to meet her and purchase the book and use that as a wonderful resource to learn about these Tibetan Buddhist practices, we encourage you to do that. And then just wanted to say thank you again to everyone who came, and that we were very successful today with the Peace Walk and the fundraising that we did. We raised nearly $3,000, and that is just really, we want to say from our heart, thank you. Those funds that are raised go to helping us keep this garden beautiful and maintained, and reminding you all that this garden belongs to you, belongs to all of us.
Lama